Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot.
Jennings lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Here's Purdy. He's got it complete to Perkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumble out it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he will get this to the midfield. Second, remember next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this trick.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring the here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's going to be brought down short of the first. And here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Shut up. Viking 18. 48's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 30.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go. Watch the pass. 48.
On first down, it's Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Purdy. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So we've come upon half.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check butt set. Check butt set.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Shut up. Viking 18. 48's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and his guys are... They go play action here. Purdy, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's got the lane, and there he goes. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do...
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's going to try and take off with it. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing here, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Watch 23. Watch 23.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll try to run with this. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Right now, let's go. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 48.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy now to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on. Back to throw, Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Purdy complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Shotgun now with Purdy. And this is caught, Jennings. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a 1.